when I read about the poor, cyber poor, and I'm looking at Ms. McLaughlin and probably you, ma'am, as well, there's probably universities that are cyber poor because their resources are poor. And if there's such a shortage of people to do it, it's difficult to get someone. I think of the elementary school in which I attended. Now, the school system may have it, but not the school. But does therein lie a potential solution? Mr. Corman, in terms of cyber vulnerabilities, what are the main differences between an on-premise facility as opposed to a cloud-based system?
Oh, there's many ways to answer that, but one example.
Try and do it succinctly.
Yeah, the one that immediately comes to mind is Microsoft Exchange is like the most popular email server that you could use on premise, and people try to deploy it, harden it, patch it, maintain it. Unfortunately, even though theoretically you could take better care of your own server, we have found that cloud-hosted email servers are often much better maintained.
So if I go to my cyber poor hospital, and maybe I'll ask about a cyber poor university and school, it seems like it may be difficult for them to get a cyber expert, but if they put it in the cloud, you'd get the experience and the whatever of the experts who are doing the cloud-based system. Is that a fair intuition?
There are efficiencies for hardening and security from outsourcing to expertise often in the cloud. It's not inherently riskier or better, but it seems to be less mistakes made by.
Well, it seems like it's going to be inherently safer because you just have the expertise, which is concentrated in wherever the person wishes to live, as opposed to kind of walking around, to your neighborhood and doing it if you live in a small rural neighborhood.
One of the top ways to reduce risk is to reduce complexity. So it's not always defending indefensible things; it's having more defensible, simpler infrastructure.
So, what is the relative expense of a cloud-based versus a premise-based system?
It'll vary, but one idea I did suggest during my time at CISA is that we subsidize and fund a migration into cloud-hosted, more secure, better maintained infrastructure.
So just like we once gave increased reimbursement on Medicare for people to adopt an EHR, a paradigm could be increased reimbursement for Medicare for people to migrate their system from a on-premise to a cloud-based?
Yeah, our report 5 years ago had a cash for clunkers suggestion for the most dangerous and egregious technology to be modernized.
Yes. Now, Ms. McLaughlin, would you